My name is AnnMarie Nayiga. I'm a security analyst and I also own a beauty supply store. A little bit about me. I'm now 27 years old. I'm originally from Uganda. I moved here when I was actually 18, so this year will be 10 years since I've lived here. I do have my degree in computer science, and that's how I ended up being in the cybersecurity field since I graduated up until now, which has been quite a ride, and it's been awesome. And then I have a beauty supply store, which I started somewhat as a hobby and also as a thing that as a thing that I realized was a gap in just like the beauty industry. Because a lot of like the stores just really focus on people who already know what they're doing and can have the money and the resources and quite frankly Black or and brown people in their area to do their hair. So I kind of just wanted to fill that gap, and yeah, that's how it started. When I started working with Tirzah, the one thing I was struggling with was maybe a sense of purpose. I'm used to being like go 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 go. So all throughout college, I worked. Before that, it was high school, and you have a lot of activities. You have your friends. You're everywhere. So it got to a point where it's just like, I work a 9 to 5, and it is okay, but it's not like the best thing in my life. And at the same time, I have all these student loans that I need to pay off. These regular everyday bills. I went to get my hair done, nails done, and all that. So I was kind of struggling with a sense of purpose. And at the same time, um, a lot of my college friends had moved away, and it was just like, okay, what do I do now that I have all this time on my hands, and I just don't know how to sit there and be a potato. It's just I needed something to get the wheels turning in my head. At the same time, I was thinking of starting my business because I just really couldn't find anything. So when I don't even know. I honestly feel like the universe just called me to Tirzah. And I randomly saw her tweets and I was just like, she seems interesting. And uh, for lack of a better word, you are basic and going with the trend, but just saying your piece. And I was like, you know what? This is a person who I think I can talk to and would be able to understand where I'm coming from and would be able to help me to get to where I wanted to be. So that is what prompted me to reach out. That's how it started. I can say for sure I've more than doubled my salary. Um, so I came from, I think when I met you, I was at 75, and right now I'm at 150. And that's just base pay. And then on top of that, the money I'm making from my business, which is about like 3,000. So that's been really, that's like one tangible. Those are actually two tangible things that I can say have happened since I met you and since we've been working together. So my life today, so with Ari's Beauty House, my life, it's honestly a whirlwind. One thing I didn't mention actually is I got invited to join Vogue's Fashion Insider. So that's like, that happened and I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. And so that's just a glimpse into what my life looks like right now. It's a lot of events, a lot of being all over the place, in a good way, in a very good way. I have my own apartment. I live right next to a river. I'm not pinching pennies like I was. I'm able to actually save money, pay off my credit cards. Student loans are student loans, so that's still something big, and especially because I've prioritized other things in my life. But yeah, in general, my life, I don't want to paint the wrong picture, but I will say I am comfortable and grateful for everything that I've been able to accomplish between then and now. And I'm in a much better place and much more comfortable. Since we work together, I can tell you I have been to all the major cities in the United States, actually in a fairly short time, all due to events for my business, Ari's Beauty House. I have I've been to New York Fashion Week. I got invited to become a Vogue insider, which actually it's something pretty big for me because when you look at it on the outside, it doesn't like on the surface when people look at social media and what I do, I'm very distant and I'm not there. But I think the biggest thing is that I've been able to have the biggest impact to the people surrounding me and everyone around me to the point that I'm able to live comfortably. Like I live in a pretty great apartment. It's pretty brand new. I have a brand new car. I'm able to pay off my credit cards. I actually just paid one off the other day. I'm saving. I'm able to just fly out when I need to or when I have to in an emergency. So in terms of my job, I've more than doubled my salary. I'm making over 150, and that's just base pay. I'm in a managerial position where I'm actually in meetings, in rooms where, so like, for example, last week, I was actually in a room with the VPs and up, which is something that I didn't think at my age I would be for the company that I work for. So that's been pretty awesome. I'm actually making decisions that really impact the company and what they're going to sell and how they do security and all that stuff. So yeah, I really it's almost like I've done a 360 and I've accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish and more. And I've also figured out what works for me and what doesn't work for me. My favorite part of the program was you were able to create systems that I still implement in my life today. I might not do it 365, 24/7, but as soon as I feel like, okay, I need to get this done, I will get up and refer back to that system in terms of like, how to get where I need to. But it was also like how you made me realize my power in terms of like I could get this done. Like this is possible. This is doable. Like you took away the mental blocks and just made it easier for me to get things done, because a lot of people don't realize when, oh, this is gonna sound bad. A lot of people don't realize when you're a high functioning person or you don't function like everybody else, it's that your mind moves like a million miles per hour. And sometimes you need someone to just bring you back and tell you, hey, let's break everything down and put block by block back together. And that's like a super huge thing that you did for me. And I will forever be grateful. And like, it's life changing. It definitely was life changing. And then on top of that, like your friendship, you're really an awesome person and we relate a lot. I can't say that there's a time I finished talking with you or having like one of our sessions and I'm like, oh my God, that was awful. And you always leave me lifted and motivated and ready to do the next thing. So all in all, I would say, yeah, it was all life changing. It was the right time. It was divine timing. I will say I think this was meant to happen. And that was like the best part of it. First of all, I would say definitely do it. Work with Tirzah. She's going to get your life together and she is going to make sure you get to your goals and are your greatest potential. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing I would say, if you're working with Tirzah, is be straight with her. Be straightforward, be honest, and just be sincere. It's, because I feel like you're a sincere person, you have integrity, and you know how to, you know what privacy is. So just be sincere and make sure you get to your best, goal. Be sincere, and like go in with one heart. Like you're going to get the results that you actually want. If you go in and do the work, you're going to get the results that you want. So that is going to be my biggest take. Like go in with 100% sincerity, honesty, and be ready to do what you have to do. What I'm working on right now is actually opening up a physical store for Ari's Beauty House. So that's really the big thing that I'm working on right now, and actually hosting. I want to start hosting events in terms of getting more beauty entrepreneurs together and to spread the word about like great products that are out there. So that's what's next on the horizon for me. And then in terms of my cybersecurity career, what is next with that is I am trying to get myself educated enough in order to actually, I really want to start an advising service for women, especially because right now the internet is still a dangerous place for women and kids. And I think this is something that we need to sound the alarm on louder than it is being sound like it is being right now. I think that's a big space that is being ignored, and there's a lot of harassment that goes on as trolling. So I think that that's going to be the big thing that I want to work on, and also to make sure women are being careful with their digital footprint, and not exposing themselves to stalkers, angry ex-boyfriends and all that. So those are the two big things that are next for me in my life. They can follow me on Instagram at Cyber Shero. That is CYBERSHERO. Or on Twitter, it's the same username. And I will share my email address with you so that people can reach out to me directly.